Happy Thursday. Today is June 11th. It's our 58th day of distance learning, our 12th week, and our last day of school. I am so excited for you guys. And in our backwards alphabet, today is Aloha to Preppy K. Aloha means hello and goodbye. And in this case, we're saying goodbye to Preppy K and hello to kindergarten. You guys are amazing. Moms, dads, older brothers, older sisters, anyone who's helped out in the last 58 days, you are amazing too. Now, before I get so excited that I'm out here doing the hula, let's get some learning done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, since today is A for Aloha to Preppy K, let's practice our A's. Now, this is one of those ones that we don't start at the happy face. We go a little over and we do a diagonal down, lift our pen, go back to where we started, diagonal the other way, lift our pen, and pull toward us. So, diagonal, diagonal, and pull. Diagonal, diagonal, and pull. Diagonal, diagonal, and pull. I want you guys to notice, when I started, I was doing a really big diagonal, and it starts getting smaller and smaller. You want to make sure you still have a diagonal. You don't want straight up and down because you need the diagonal to meet at the point. So make sure that you find a diagonal you're comfortable with, maybe not as big as this, but maybe not as skinny as this. So we should be doing 10 capital A's. Let's see if I have 10 capital A's. Go all the way down to the bottom. Make sure you're leaving enough room between the letters. I think I should probably count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I got my 10 capital A's. Perfect. Now, for our lowercase a's, it's going to start out like a C, up and down. 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 There's no way I'm fitting another one. You know, go to the next line. Up and down. Around like a C, up and down. Around like a C, up and down. Around like a C, up and down. Since you guys are really kindergartners after today, make sure you're starting to think about how you space out your letters. You don't want them too far away, and you don't want them too close. Okay? So let's see how many A's I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I did extra A's on my last day of school. That's not a bad thing. That's actually a good thing. Now, for today, on Thursdays, we usually do something with a big letter or a small letter. We color them in, we fill them in with different things. Well, today I decided to do something that I've always considered my favorite thing to do, and I haven't done enough of it. I'm going to color my A with nail polish. Now remember, you need to get these from mom and sister if they say it's okay. You can't use them if they say it's not okay. You can always use crayons or pens or markers, or you can get your glue bottle out and fill up your letter A with Cheerios or rice or anything you want. But today I just felt like having really cool colors, and you know, it just seemed like a good thing to do. It's kind of like a party day. So I got my pinks going here, and I'm just going to take the time to color in my whole A with my nail polish. Maybe later today I'll put some of this pink nail polish on me. Ooh, I think that would be a nice idea. Maybe the ladies in my classroom here, you guys can get older sister or mom or someone in the family to do your nails too. Because summer is officially beginning, so we need something fun to do for the summer to start the summer. All right, I got some blue in there. Let's see if I can get some other blue. Ooh, that's kind of a gray. Oh, I'm actually liking the gray next to the pink. That looks pretty cool. So just take your time to fill in your letter any way you want. I think I'll end my letter with some cheery green. I don't get to paint with nail polish enough. I thought it would be a fun thing to do. Now, I still have my lowercase a. Let's see. Maybe I can do this with some really cool orange. Ooh. Around. All the way around. Wee. Oh, I did an outline. I got the whole outside of the letter A. That was kind of cool. And let's see. I have this. It's kind of peach. I don't think it's going to show up. No, it's just not going to show up. It's too light to show up. But let's see. Ooh, I got some dark blue. I know this will show up. Oh yeah, I think I'll do the inside of my A with the dark blue, and that'll be all I do. I hope you guys can find lots of activities to keep you active this summer. Maybe doing your nails once in a while or painting with nail polish might be something you can do. All right, guys, it's time for calendar. Okay, guys, it's our last time to do calendar. Let's remember, what month are we in? We're in June. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Then you turn around. I'm so glad I mastered that song with you guys. How about days of the week? Days of the week. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, snap, snap. There's Sunday, then there's Monday, there's Tuesday, and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday, and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week, snap, snap. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Fantastic job, guys. Let's figure out our pattern. It's the last time to do the pattern. Now come on, I know you can look at it diagonally. You can look at it across. And you probably already know. So here's our last pattern of the school year. What is it, guys? Is it a wave? Is it a wave? Or is it a pail? Because that's our pattern. Wave, wave, pail. Wave, wave, bucket. Here we go. I'm going to turn it around. Did you say wave? You got it right. It's wave. All right. Do you think Super Preppies can count all the way to 11? Let's give it a try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You guys are so good at counting. I bet if we ended school at the end of June, you could still count that totally easy. Next year, I'm going to give you a heads up. Next year, you're going to have to count to 100. I know. But you could do it, guys. You're super smart. Now, let's look at what today is. Today is, the TH together, Thursday. And that means yesterday was Wednesday. And that means tomorrow will be Friday. Let's review. Today is Thursday. Yesterday was Wednesday. And tomorrow will be Friday. Guess what, guys? It's time to check the weather one more time. Wow, it couldn't be a more beautiful day. Let's go inside. We have windy, snowy, sunny, cloudy, partly cloudy, and rainy. This is a tough one, guys. What do you think it's going to be? Can I put snowy up there just once? No, it's not snowing. We'll go with sunny. All right, guys. That's it for calendar. Oh, one more thing in calendar. It's Thursday. We have to do an estimation jar. And staying with our Aloha theme, today I decided to put seashells in our estimation jar. So let me open this up so you can get a really good view inside. And I'll turn it around a little. And I don't know, there's a lot in here. There's big, there's small. We'll count later. Time for a story. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, our backwards alphabet is officially over today, so I figured I would end our stories with a story about what happens after the alphabet on Beyond Zebra by Dr. Seuss. My goodness, there's a lot of pages in the beginning. Said Conrad Cornelius to Donald Odell, my very young friend who is learning to spell. The A is for ape and the B is for bear. The C is for camel. The H is for hare. The M is for mouse and the R is for rat. I know all the 26 letters like that. Through to Z, which is for zebra. I know them all well, said Conrad Cornelius to Donald Odell. So now I know everything anyone knows, from beginning to end, from the start to the close, because Z is as far as the alphabet goes. Then he almost fell on his face on the floor when I picked up the chalk and drew one letter more. A letter he had never dreamed of before, and I said, you can stop if you want with the Z, because most people stop with the Z, but not me. In the places I go are things that I see that I could never spell if I stopped with the Z. I'm telling you this because you're one of my friends. My alphabet starts where your alphabet ends. My alphabet starts with this letter called Yuz. It's the letter I use to spell Yazamatuz. You'll be sort of surprised what there is to be found once you go beyond Z and start poking around. So on beyond zebra, explore like Columbus, discover new letters like Wum is for Wumbus, my high-sprouting whale who lives high on a hill and who never comes down till it's time to refill. So on beyond Z, it's high time you were shown that you really don't know all there is to be known. Then just a step further past Wum is the Wumbus, and there you'll find and the is for umbus. It's sort of a cow with one head and one tail. But to milk this great cow, you'll need more than one pail. She has 98 faucets that give milk quite nicely, perhaps 99, I forget just precisely. And boy, she is something most people don't see, because most people stop at the Z, but not me. I ramble, I scramble through swamp, where letters get better, letters like humph. There's a real handy letter. What's handy about it? You can spell humph-a-dumper. You can't spell it without it. But if you stay home with zebra, you're stuck in a rut. But on beyond zebra, you're anything but. Why, I know a fine fancy letter called fuddle. I use it in spelling Miss Fuddle-de-Duddle. And oh, what a bird of a bird of a bird of a... Her tail is the longest it's ever been heard of. So long and so fancy, she'd be in a fix if she didn't have helpers. It takes about 6 to tag along, hoisting Miss Fuddy-de-Duddle's wonderful tail out of muddy-de-puddles. And Glick is for Glicker, who lives in wild weeds and spends his time juggling fresh cinnamon seeds, which he's usually able to find in great number, excepting, of course, in the month of September, when cinnamon seeds aren't around in great number. So that month, he juggles the seeds of a cucumber. And N is the letter I use to spell nutches, who live in small caves known as niches for hutches. These nutches have troubles, the biggest of which is the fact that there are many more nutches than niches. Each nutch in a niche knows that some other nutch would like to move into his nutch very much. So each nutch in a niche has to watch that small niche or nutches who haven't got niches will snitch. Then we go on to Snee, and Snee is for Sneedle, a terrible kind of ferocious mosquito, whose humdinger stinger is as sharp as a needle. The Sneedle's too tough to be killed with a smack, so he has to be hunted on elephant's back. And your eyes and the elephant's have to be keen, and you have to aim fast, and you have to hit clean, and the bullet you shoot is a stale navy bean that you've dunked for 3 weeks in old sour kerosene, which is awfully hard work, so it's easy to see why most people stop at Z. But not me. When you go beyond zebra, who knows? There's no telling what wonderful things you might find yourself spelling. Like Quan is for quandary, who lives on a shelf in a hole in the ocean alone by himself. And he worries each day from the dawn's early light, and he worries, just worries, far into the night. He just stands there and worries. He simply can't stop. In his top side, his bottom, or bottom side up. Well, you gotta look at him, it's tough to tell. And Thnad is for Thnanders. And oh, they are sad. Oh, the big one you see has the smaller one's shadow. And the shadow, the small Thnadder, should be his. I don't understand it, but that's how it is. A terrible mix-up in shadows. Gee whiz. And Spaz is a letter I use to spell spasm, the beast who belongs to the Nazim of Basm. Handy for traveling, that's why he has 'em. More easy to pack than a suitcase or a grip. Those horns carry all that he needs on a trip. A thread and a needle for mending his socks, his toothbrush a cup, and 2 3-handled clocks. And his velvet umbrella, his vegetable chopper, and also his gold-plated popcorning popper. And a grasshopper cage for his favorite grasshopper. And Floob, is for Floober Babloober, Bubs, who bounces in the water like blubbery tubs. They're no good to eat. You can't cook them like steaks, but they're handy in crossing small oceans and lakes. And Zats is the letter I use to spell Zat's It, whose nose is so high that most nobody pats it, and patting his lonely old nose is the least that a fellow could do for this fine friendly beast. So to get there, to do it, I built an invention, the 3-seater Zazzit's nose patting extension. If you try to drive one, you'll certainly see why most people stop at the Z. But not me. And Jog is my favorite letter for spelling jagoons, who doodle around the far desert dunes. Just doodle around crooning very sad tunes about peppermint, peanuts, and pebbles and prunes, and paint pots and polka dots, pinheads and pigs, and their grandmother's grandfather's stepsister's wigs. So you see, there's no end to the things you might know, depending on how far beyond zebra you go. I have a letter called Floon, and the Floon is for Flunnel, a soft, nice fellow who hides in a tunnel. He only comes out of his hole, I'm afraid, when the right kind of Scottish nice music is played on a kind of hunting horn called the Ogrunth. And to learn how to play takes month after month of practicing. It isn't much funneth, and besides, it's quite heavy, weighs almost a tonneth. That's why few people bother to play the Ogrunneth. So the Flunnel's been out of his tunnel just oneth. And way past Z is the letter called Itch. The itch is for Ichapod, animals, which race around back and forth and back through the air on a very high sidewalk between here and there. They're afraid to stay there. They're afraid to stay here. They think that there is too far. They think that here is too near. And since here is too near and there is too far, they are too scared to roost wheresoever they are. There's a letter called Yeek, and the Yeek is for Yekko, who howls in an underground grotto in Gecko. These Yekkos love echoes, and this is their favorite motto. For best Yekko echoes, try Gecko, our grotto. Oh, the things you can find if you don't stay behind. On a world near the sun live 2 brothers called Vrooms, who strangely enough are built sort of like brooms. And they're stuck all alone there high in the blue, and so to kill time, just for something to do, each one of these fellows takes turn with the other, just sweeping the dust off his world with his brother. And hi! This is my letter for Hi Gargalorum. For getting me places real fast, I'm all for 'em. They puffle along and their brakes never squeak. They run every hour, every day of the week. From the town of North Nub to the town of East Ounce, making stops at West Bunglefield, Yupster and Jounce, and at Ipswich and Nipswich, and also South Bounce, and another small town that's just too hard to pronounce. The places I took him. I tried hard to tell young Conrad Cornelius Donald Odell a few brand new wonderful words he might spell. I led him around, and I tried hard to show there are things beyond Z that most people don't know. I took him past zebra, as far as I could, and I think perhaps maybe I did him some good. because finally he said, this is really great stuff. And I guess the old alphabet isn't enough. Now the letters he uses are something to see. Most people will still stop at the letter Z, but not he. Here is a list of letters for people who don't stop at Z. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of letters to learn. We just learned the alphabet. We just went backwards with the alphabet. And now we have new letters to learn? This might take the whole summer for me. What do you think? We should call this one anyhow. Oh, he's asking you for the name of this letter. Oh my goodness, that would be a very difficult letter to write. I don't think it would fit in our chalkboards at school. I'll have to think about this. Time for some math. All right, everybody. Even though it's the last day of school, we still have math to do. Let's do, I'm going to challenge you guys today. Let's see, instead of writing 10 tens, let's write 10 and the numbers after 10. So we have 10, we know that one. Do you know what comes next? 11, that's 2 ones. Notice how they have to be close together. 12. Oh, so we have 10, 11, 12, 13. I think we should go all the way to 20. What do you guys think? 14. Now I could probably fit 15 in there, but you know what Miss Mary says. If you're going to squish it, go to the next line. 15. 16. Oh my goodness. Look at practicing our numbers. 17. 18. 19. 20. I want to see if you guys see a pattern in here. In here there is, we all know how to count, but look at the pattern. Every number except for the last one starts with 1. And then the second digit is like regular counting. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then it starts all over again with 0. So if we were to keep our pattern going, instead of every number starting with 1 this time, every number would start with 2 this time. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my goodness, Miss Mary ran out of space. 7, and then we do 28, 29, and we get to 30. You guys are going to learn so much more about this in kindergarten. I just wanted to give you a heads up. You've been practicing so hard with your math that now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go out and learn how to do the hula. Aloha! Okay, no hula yet. Sorry. We have to count the estimation jar. Do you have your estimation? You have yours? Okay, I'm going to start putting my shells in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Remember, with an estimation, you don't have to be exact, but you should be reasonably close. So if you said 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, those are all numbers that are pretty close to 18, and I'd be happy with them as correct estimations. All right, now it's time to go hula. Well, okay, so we're outside, guys, now, and it's time for our last thing of the day, and we're going to do the hula. I'm really lucky because my next door neighbor is Miss Cat, and she lived in Hawaii, and she can explain to us about the hula. So listen to her before we begin.
Miss Mary tells me today is Aloha Day, and that is why we are doing our Hawaiian-themed dance called the hula. The special thing about the hula dance is that it's not just a dance, but it's actually a way to tell a story. So today we're going to do a hula called Pearly Shells, and we're going to tell a story about finding shells on the beach and how many there are. And even though there are so many shells and so many grains of sand and stars in the sky, we find that we have more love than all of that.
Very good.
As we dance, you can move your feet from side to side, 2 steps one direction and 2 steps the other direction. Or you can just hold very still with your feet and just do the arm movements so that you can focus on that. Or you can even sit down on your knees and just follow along with your hands and your voices.
Okay guys, so we're gonna get started.
From the ocean, shining in the sun, covering the shore. When I see them, my heart tells me that I love you more than all those little pearly shells. Ala hula puoloa, e ala hele no ka ahu pahau. For every grain of sand upon the beach, I got a kiss for you, and I've got more left over for each star that twinkles in the blue. Pearly shells from the ocean, shining in the sun, covering the shore. When I see them, my heart tells me that I love you more than all those little pearly shells. More than all those little pearly shells. More than all those little pearly shells.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the hula. You guys can rewind this as many times as you want and keep practicing. You get better the more you practice. Now guys, this is our last PE activity of the school year. It's been wonderful having you on my videos. I don't have a website today, but I am going to tell you guys, have a wonderful summer. And next year when you see me at school, come up and say hello. I sure miss you guys. Bye for now.
Aloha!
Aloha.